Hey, Mr. Weber, this is my final exam revision, well, my midterm exam revision. I'm just going to show you why I missed all the questions that I did. So let's get started. On this number 2, I thought, oh, it's a negative 4x, and I went and drew the plane, and I was drew a circle there. I was like, okay, well, negative 4x will go like that. And so I figured I went to the table and was like, oh, well, 2 pi over 3, that's the angle right there. But I didn't, honestly, in this, I forgot about ratios quite a bit. I must have been panicking or something because I missed, like, almost every ratio problem. So, so obviously, with the ratio, from the negative 4x, you can get the ratio of negative 1 and 4 up. And so obviously 4 divided by negative 1 because the tangent adjacent over hypotenuse. So 4 divided by negative 1 equals negative 4. This next guy, number 3, I honestly just took the inverse of 0.6 and it was added 98 degrees each side. Which obviously is wrong because you can't do that with this side or this side because then obviously negative 6 divided by negative 10 equals negative 0.6, which isn't 0.6 obviously. So, but with these two, so then this one's 180 degrees, add the 180 degrees, you get your 2 answers. Alrighty, next one. So again, this is one of the ones I tried plugging into an equation. You can see instead of trying to get a ratio from it. So and I misinterpreted sine. So that's probably another reason why I got it all messed up. Instead of doing, this is like cosine or something like that. However, I drew that out. Obviously, A is supposed to be on the side, and then 3 is supposed to be on the hypotenuse, and then that's how you get that. So you get this, and then obviously the flip of that would be just the same, just A on this side and 3 on that side. And this one turns into a negative because it's on the plane. And then since it's a cosine, you have adjacent or adjacent over hypotenuse. So you get that guy. Alright, on to this next one. Number 6. You find an angle whose tangent is positive and whose sine is equal to negative half. I was doing this and I was just like, oh, well, I referenced the table. And honestly, I just forgot to write down 6 right here. Because I went, oh, well, sine of 1/2 equals pi over 6. So sine is negative 1/2 is only negative in quadrant 3 or 4. So I tested quadrant 3, and I was like, okay, well, pi over 6 equals sine of half. So then 7 pi divided by 6 equals negative 3 squared divided by 2 and negative 1/2. So then I was like, okay, well, tangent of that is sine divided by cosine. So then negative 1/2 divided by negative square root of 3 divided by 2 equals a positive. Honestly, this is what I was doing right here because this shows this is a positive right here. So that would answer the question. 7 pi divided by 6 is equal to sine of negative 1/2. Onward. So the next one I got wrong. Number 8. I just honestly forgot to put this in radians. Like you said in the video, if I would have actually done it, if I would have checked my work, this obviously would not be 1/2. So doing it in degrees really messed me because it 10 divided by 20. But now, you gotta convert to radians, and then, 20 convert to radians, so then you get pi divided by 9, and then which is then plugging that into the equation of radius equals the subarc divided by the divided by radians. I mean degree. Oh my king, and then 10. So then 10 pi divided by 9, which obviously you just take the reciprocal of that. So 10 over 1 times 9 over pi, which equals 90 pi. Alrighty, this next guy, I forgot the distributive property, which basically what I did. I just crossed out. It's like, oh, ha, ha, ha. But no, I forgot I need to times this across, so I just did that down here. Times it across, you get the 1 minus cosine x. So then you can, 1 get cosine squared x. So 1 minus cosine squared x equals, sine x. So, I forgot the distributive property there. Which I got right. This guy at the bottom, number 10. I had forgotten. Yeah, on this one I forgot the ambiguous case, so I forgot to minus my whatever answer I plugged in here. So 180 minus this would equal my answer. So I forgot the ambiguous case where it could be something like, instead of like this, it could be like this, or something like that. So that's the reason I got that guy wrong, and if I came across it again, I'd more than likely get it right. This guy, this graph, I honestly was just really lazy, probably just in a rush, super lazy, so I drew the next graph,